so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Females might just touching me, trick me, trick me. 'Cause baby girl, you are so
That intro just gets you hyped up and ready for the video, don't it?
Slay! Slay!
But anyways, we're going to be talking about the illustrious Kelsey Hall. And we're going to give it a detailed description. I know when I was looking at the videos of all the other dorm tours, they was not giving details. They was not giving me everything that I needed to know. So, sit back and enjoy while you watch me talk for however long this video is. Kelsey Hall has 4 floors. The top floor, the 4th floor, is probably the smallest floor. It definitely is the smallest floor. There's probably about 4 or 5 rooms up there. And there's a bathroom up there with, I don't know, I'm pretty sure they had, I think they had maybe 1 shower and 1 toilet. But I might be wrong. They might have had 2. I can't really remember. I can't recall. And I didn't get a video of how it looked up there, but I know that they have a lesser amount of bathrooms up there because there's a lesser amount of rooms. First floors aren't that big because they're kind of split, but the lobby in the middle. The lobby is pretty big. There's two lobbies on both sides because Kelsey, like I said, I don't know if I said it or not, but like I said, it's split in the middle. There's a north and south side. When you live on the 2nd and 3rd floor, there's a lot more rooms.
We're ready to go.
On those floors, and the 2nd and 3rd floor, both sides have their own bathrooms, and there's also a lounge on the 2nd floor. Here's a video of the lounge. Every bathroom on the 2nd and 3rd floor has 3 toilets, 3 showers. The 3rd floor north had 4 sinks. So, and it had a little sink in the corner too that was more accessible if you kind of wanted your own little space. That's the sink that I used 90% of the time. As you can see in my skincare video, that's the sink that I use. Other 3 are kind of, quick if you're trying to wash your hands or something. Now, in Hampton, you're not allowed to have a microwave in your room. You're not allowed to have any type of cooking item that could produce any type of electricity or heat to warm food. The only thing you're allowed to have that has the possibility of having food in it is a refrigerator. But I mean, by all means, if you want to bring it and you want to hide it and you want to do all that, go ahead, because you might have a cool RA. You might get lucky with an RA and be able to do whatever the hell you want. The good side is there is a kitchen with an oven, a microwave, a full-size fridge, and a stove. And on top of that, every floor has their own microwave and their own mini fridge. So if you don't have the money to buy a mini fridge, you will have a fridge on your floor as well as a microwave. Now, at least when I was staying there, most of the microwaves don't spin. What? The 4th floor had a microwave that spun, and the 1st floor had a microwave that spun. I never used any of the other microwaves, so I don't know if any of the other ones spun, but I know the one on my floor, the 3rd floor, didn't spin. Who wants their food only cooked on one side? If you're gonna go to somebody else's floor and use their stuff, don't be dirty. Because if everyone on that floor is clean and you go up there and use their stuff and it's dirty, they're gonna know that this was that dirty girl from 3rd floor, this was that dirty girl from 2nd floor. So if you're gonna go to another floor, clean up after yourself. It's not that hard. Getting into rooms. Now, when I tell you, when you pick a room in Kelsey, you're taking a risk, because Kelsey's rooms they depend. Some corner rooms are big, some corner rooms are regular size, some of the rooms in the middle are big, some of the rooms on the end are big. It really depends on the type of room you chose. Now me, I chose a room that was right next to the bathroom, and it was big. It was big in there. Compared to all the other rooms, it was pretty big. Now you can get 2 different types of large rooms in Kelsey. You can get a wide room, a wide and kind of short room, or you can get a long and kind of skinny room. And me personally, if I had the chance to go back and pick again, I probably would have chosen the longer version. The only reason is because I don't have a video of this one, but when you walk into the room, the closets are on the wall, and then when you continue into the room, the beds are on the sides, so you don't really have to be in, your roommate's way when you're getting dressed, because the closets are on the side, so you're not going to be right up against your roommate's desk and your roommate's side of the room. You don't really have to ever go in your roommate's side of the room because your closets are on the wall. All the other rooms, though, they have it set up where there's 2 closets on one side, and one of the closets is right in front of your roommate's desk, and then your side doesn't have a closet on it. It's just your bed and whatever extra space you have in the corner. This did get annoying because I did choose the closet that was right in front of my desk, but the closets are so close together that your roommate is still going to be in your way. If you're at your desk and she's trying to get in her closet or something, your desk is basically right in front of the closet, so it's kind of in the way. My room was pretty large. It was large enough to have multiple, probably like 7 or 8 people in it at once, without everyone having to be on the bed. Like, people could stand around. There was a lot of standing room. There was enough space to put a whole group of people on the floor and sit down and have, little game nights or whatever. The space between me and my roommate's bed was a lot larger. I had room 303, so if you ain't already picked the room and you're trying to get a big room while you can, go ahead and pick Kelsey Hall 303. The normal size rooms, which are most of the rooms in Kelsey, they're really not that small. I mean, they're kind of the standard dorm size. The beds are a little closer together. There's not a lot of space in the middle. There's not a lot of space for breathing. You and your roommate can't really be in y'all drawers at the same time, because y'all pull out your drawers and back up to be in them at the same time. Y'all are going to be together. For reference, here's a video of my room. And here's a video of a standard size room. I also had vending machines. There was 2 vending machines downstairs on the 1st floor. The thing about these vending machines, though, is they like to work when they feel like it. If them vending machines don't feel like working, they won't work. I would keep a couple dollars on me sometimes, because sometimes the vending machines like to say cash only, and you really will be out of luck. My least favorite part about the entire freaking building is the fact that the laundry room is on not even the 1st floor, it's in the basement. So like me, I had to walk down 4 flights of stairs to get my clothes washed. There's only 3 washers and 3 dryers. Now, a tip: if you're going to wash your clothes and you don't want to go down all them flights of stairs just to see someone else using the washer, go in the middle of the day on a day of the week. So go at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. If you do that, you're most likely not gonna have to deal with somebody else being down there, or at least not enough people to where every washer and every dryer is taken. People are in class, people are out and about doing whatever they need to do, so they're not gonna be in the dorm. Now if you go on a Friday, Saturday night, everybody's sitting in the dorm, nobody has class, people might be going out to a party or whatever, but you know, people are going to be sitting in their dorm and they're going to think, oh yeah, let me wash my clothes today because I don't have nothing else to do. Another problem is people will put their clothes in the washer and then leave. That was the person that irked my soul the most, because when you do that, now someone has to move your clothes from the washer to the dryer. If you still ain't came back by the time that your clothes are done in the dryer, now someone has to either throw your clothes on top of the dryer or throw your clothes on the table. Now you gonna come back with an attitude like, who moved my clothes? Well, you should have been here to move them yourself. Make sure that you are gonna be in the dorm for the next probably hour and a half, to make sure that you have time to take your clothes out the wash, put them in the dryer, and take them back to your room. Don't matter what you do with them when you put them in there, but make sure that they're not in that washer or them dryers when somebody come downstairs. I think I gave all the important things about Kelsey. Now I'm just going to give you a couple tips on what to do and what not to do when living in Kelsey Hall. 1. Be nice to your dorm director. If Miss Chester is still the dorm director, then especially you need to be nice, you need to be respectful, because she can really determine your fate. If you get in trouble, if you get in a situation and they go to her asking her about your character or anything, and you've been rude and disrespectful to her, that's on you. But that goes for everybody, honestly. Just honestly treat everybody with respect. Be nice to everybody. Respect everybody's space. Be a good roommate. Don't be a dirty, funky, stinky roommate, because you don't want people to walk into your room and look on both sides of the room and be like, which side is the smell coming from?
Hey, you onion boy. Yeah.
Some roommates can be very disgusting and very dirty, and they can carry a smell that can cause your room to smell nasty. But if you want to have boys over, or you want to have your friend over, you don't want them to come into your room and smell harsh. And then you have to explain to them why your roommate is dirty. And if it's not your roommate, now you gotta explain to them why you're dirty. Be a clean roommate. Nobody wants to live with a dirty roommate. Nobody wants to be around somebody that stinks all the time. Nobody wants to live in a stinky area. And the last thing you want is for your RA or your GA or the dorm director to walk up them steps, knock on your door, and tell you that you need to clean up because this is disgusting and you stink. The people will talk about you, because just because they're your RA, just because they're your GA, just because they're your dorm director, do not think that they will not talk about you or they will not tell other people your business. RAs are basically just a year or a couple months older than you. They have friends that go to Hampton. They know other people. They will say, oh yeah, I had to deal with this girl. Her room was funkin' and her roommate came to me about it. Now everybody knows that you're dirty, and you don't want to be that person. It's not a big campus, so somebody says one thing about you, that's who you are. That's your name. It's stamped. Another good thing to know that ties in with that, always hold yourself to a high standard, because once you do one thing, once one thing that you do gets out, that's who you're going to be for the rest of the time that you're there. You want to get down and around, make sure you don't do it with half the town.
Hey man, a motherfucking man.
If you're going to do anything sexual, anything at all, I don't care if you've known this person since the day you stepped foot on campus. I don't care if you've known this person since NSO week. Wear a condom. Go to First Fridays. Do all of it. The STD rate at Hampton is high, especially with the people who are athletes. I don't know what it is in that athlete water, but there's something swimming in it. But just be careful. Be careful. Wear a condom. Take care of yourself. Another thing. Go to class. Go to class. Be comfortable with talking to your professors. Ask for help. Go to office hours. Do all of it. Because I know there's going to be some days where you went to that party last night and you got too drunk and you don't feel like getting up out that bed. I understand. But don't make a habit of it. Don't do that. because all it's gonna do is put you in a hole, and once you get in that hole, it's kind of hard to get out of. My freshman year was a lesson. I learned the lesson the hard way. People will tell you to get involved on campus. If you want to get involved, but don't feel pressured to get involved. You can have just as fun as a college experience if you don't get involved as if you do get involved. Most of the friends that I made were because I lived on the same floor as them, and then being friends with them introduced me to other people. Okay, this is Editor India. This is a couple days or weeks later, and I just wanted to say thank you for making it to the end of the video. I forgot to film an outro apparently, and most important thing that I want y'all to know is have fun at Hampton. Do what you gotta do to get your degree and get out. Mwah. Love and kisses.